When we started working on this building, people were curious. We started getting people stopping by. These guys would kind of come up with these memories that I think most of them had forgotten about some of it. And when they saw something actually happening there, they kind of got excited. They think of it as their building.
It's all part of the story of what built Colorado. These kind of built into the neighborhood industrial sites. People don't often think, oh, there's a place that I want to reuse.
We're walking out there with our grandchildren in the snow, and then we looked over to the side and saw this cool old building. We're wondering, well, what the heck is that? So in pretty typical fashion and kind of as a typical career move for us, we
broke in.
Yeah, we broke in. We had to see what it was like inside, get a feel for what this thing was. So fast forward another month from there, and we own the stupid thing.
Growing up with my parents, I'd say that Nan and Dave have always viewed preservation in a very playful and community-based way.
When you have a space like this, the building itself is the museum. It tells the story of the history. There is historic graffiti scratched in the walls of this building. So we don't have to add to that. What we have to do is serve the community now, because when history is at its best, it's serving the future and the past.
We're really wanted to be known as the yes place. So there's not much we won't do here.
One of the things that we didn't know is how much talent there is in this city. So we started an open mic night, and suddenly there are musicians coming from up and down the valley, but particularly from Leadville.
I love being able to welcome my neighbors into this space, and I love when people say, oh, let's go over to Freight, or are you going to Freight?
You could never do this new. It wouldn't pencil out.
Early on, the Historic Preservation Commission came and walked the site with us. And there were a lot of sheds on this site. And they said, you know, we have an initiative that's called Save the Shed. And they add such texture and so much story to the site. We knew that it would require lodging to support it financially.
S.L.umber Yard was directly adjacent, and it just kind of evolved that it became S.L.umber Yard or Slumber Yard, and people are sleeping there, and it stuck. CPI is really good at recognizing and going out and finding those projects that are really worth knowing about and getting the word out to the rest of the state.
It's advertising the projects that matter to other people who might take on another crazy project like this.
The more a building is used, the better preserved it becomes. Because when you find a use for a building, it prolongs its life. I think that really gives a kind of a twist to the concept of preservation. It's really just continuation.